back to the start of another video. Today we're going to be finishing off the Barra engine, getting it pretty much ready to go to Tristan's shop because we need to get it out of this garage ASAP. So what we're going to do today is what I consider one of the most intimidating jobs of putting a Barra in an EF Falcon, and that's cutting and shutting the lower sump because we need to make clearance in order for it to clear the subframe. You see, one of the biggest problems with doing any sort of Barra swap is the lower sump. You see, they're absolutely massive. This thing is huge and there's not two portions of it. It's just one big sump. So there's not really a lower sump, there's just one sump. Unfortunately, I don't have the EF Falcon at home to show you, but the subframe comes really close to where the Barra would sit. I only know this because I've watched videos and looked at forums. I don't know this from my own knowledge. I didn't figure this out myself. Essentially, what you got to do is notch out from about there to there in order to clear the subframe. This job is going to be extra difficult because I'm only going to be referencing off one photo that Michael gave me. Michael from Dominator Motorsports knows someone doing a E-Series swap. I think it's on an EL Falcon, which is essentially the same as an EF Falcon. And he gave me this picture, so I'm just going to pretty much just mark up from what I can see on this picture because there's a few cooling lines which we can sort of reference to cut this accurately. At the end of last video, I showed you guys that I've been practicing welding alloy, and on Instagram as well, I've been throwing up some stories of me and Lachlan messing around, and we made an alloy cube. Have a sus! Look at this thing. There's actually some decent welds on here. I've also been practicing on this. I did some of these this morning in preparation for today. Pretty happy with that. I burnt through the middle there, which I'm not happy about. It's pretty incredible what you have to learn when you put yourself in positions that you have no other choice but to learn. So in this case, if I want to do a Barra swap in an EF Falcon, I'm gonna have to learn how to weld alloy, and that's exactly what we're doing. Aluminium is a whole different level of learning. So it just burns through so much quicker. It's so much more erratic and it's loud, so it like sort of confuses you. I'll show you what I mean when we start getting to that stage. Anyway, time for the most fun job out of everything we're doing today, and that's cleaning all of this. So I'll be right back. So I'd say I did about, I don't know, 60, 70% of the cleaning, but I've decided that I may as well just start chopping this up and then worry about the cleaning after. So what I've done is I've marked this per the picture. You can see the white line right here. Yeah, we're just gonna send it, just YOLO. That's pretty much how you gotta do things to learn, right? We have the line drawn and marked up. And again, I can never ever teach this sort of stuff because I've never done this before. We're just gonna YOLO it and just hope for the best. I mean, they're cheap enough for the wreckers, but they're a pain in the ass to remove. So yeah, we're just gonna send it and see what happens. All right, so here's our first line. That's pretty damn accurate. I kind of cooked it a little bit just there, but that's gonna be totally fine. We're gonna sand it all back down. Pretty straight line. I'm gonna flip it up vertically so I can chop also on the same angle. So I'm just looking at it from a nice angle so I can chop it straight. I don't know. Now I'm gonna chop down here, and then, yeah, this thing should come off. Oh, well, there you guys have it. We have a big hole in our oil sump now. Oh my God. That's better. Looking at the picture, the reference picture, it seems like they've gone pretty high up here. So I'm gonna try shave it down right here, just with a sanding disc. I'm gonna just clean up this whole edge, probably give it a file. And I don't know if I kept it in the video, but I said, oh shit, because I actually cut too far, but that's all right because we can weld that up. But yeah, this is the, oh, that's still kind of hot. Yeah, that's old news now.
Up and get a hammer and bash it out. That's all I gotta do.
Really?
And then where the sump is, I gotta grind it down. And some of them are horrendous.
Yup. Of course there is. And we're back. Not gonna lie, that was a couple hours. I had to put the camera down and just slave away. You probably saw Lachlan in the background. I don't know, he's very low maintenance. Just chilling, just watching me grind away. Anyway. So yeah, we made 2 plates. As you can see, cutting these down and grinding them down with not the right tools, pretty difficult. We have a blunter grinding disc, but everything seems to line up pretty well. And it seems like that's gonna be notched out enough to make the clearance. But you can see that's a pretty big notch out of the lower oil pan right here. I've also got the other piece that we chopped off just chilling on the bench right here, and we're gonna start practicing. So I'm gonna try, connect these 2 pieces of aluminium and see if I can lay a fat bead. If I can do that precisely, I'm gonna go ahead and start welding on the oil pan itself. If I mess it up, I'm gonna be kind of sad because too much effort. You keen to weld some alley, fam?
Very keen.
How keen out of 10?
8.
We showed them our cube.
I have showed them our cube, actually.
The cube.
The collaborative cube. Have sus, boys. It's a combination of our welding. Have sus. I can't actually tell you which ones are mine and which one are Lachlan's, but we're definitely getting a lot better than where we were at before. Oh, bro. Not bad. Not too bad. It's still freaking hot as hell, but this is the weld right there. I don't know if the penetrations are ideal, but not bad, not bad. Okay, we're at the stage we're about to start welding on the actual oil pan. I'm just cleaning everything with acetone. Lachlan's instructed me that apparently I've even got to clean the sticks with acetone that we are using to weld on. I need to make sure everything's clean because there's a bunch of crap everywhere. I've only cleaned up to where we're going to weld as well. Can't really be fucked cleaning the rest. Yeah, don't touch that. Your hands are dirty, bro. Now I gotta go over with acetone. Oh my goodness. Sketch. Oh, got it the wrong way. That's a tack well. Pretty average tack, but that'll do it. That's good enough. Last night, I gave up because I failed. I miserably failed. I spent like 4 or 5 hours cutting, welding, and I did all the prep work and it just didn't work out. Unfortunately, things like this happen. I spent pretty much 4 or 5 hours and I didn't get anything out of it. And we're gonna have to restart today. So it is the next day, that is right. And I will show you what we ended up with last night. Have a sass. This is the first set of welds. Everything was going good. This is good penetration, good coverage. And then here you've seen, I've started to grind it back because this is where it's sort of messed up. So for some reason there was just like a lot of splatter going on, even though I've cleaned this thing really well with acetone and I've shaved everything back. But you can even see here, there's sort of like, I don't know, it looks like there's little pittings in the weld. So I'm just gonna cut these 2 pieces off, make new plates, start again. And last night I also ran out of gas, so I couldn't continue just grinding away at it anyway. Yeah, big sad. I'm gonna go pick up some gas and then start again. Oh, you live and you learn. So I just figured out exactly why my welds weren't looking good and why they weren't properly working when I tried to do it on the sump itself. I made this cube. This cube was mint. That's because there's no anodized layer on these pieces of aluminium. So, quickly learned that the pieces that we bought have an anodized finish on there. You can see the bits that I've grounded down on the corner right there, that's clear aluminium. Whereas on the top, you can see that matte finish. That's where there's an anodized layer. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy some oven cleaner. And apparently, oven cleaner has sodium hydroxide, which is apparently something that's gonna get off the anodized layer really easily. So, we're gonna get some more gas because we have ran out of gas. And we're also going to get some oven cleaner and then soak the pieces that we've already cut down to fit the sump, because I don't really want to buy another piece of unanodized fresh aluminium and then cut it all down again, because that's a pain in the ass. So we're back to day number 3 of this whole ordeal. I actually ended up getting some oven cleaner and I sprayed everything down, and you can see it's definitely eaten away at the anodized coating. But I tested this on another piece of metal and I attempted to weld it and it just didn't weld nicely. Like, here are the welds on the test piece of metal that is the same as the one that I was using for those plates. They're just dirty no matter what I do. I've actually gone ahead and bought some 4mm thick, this time bare brushed aluminium, and hopefully we can get some decent welds on this one. So yeah, the oven cleaner just didn't work out, and I think the material, that aluminium is just for some reason softer than the bare metal that we got on the test plate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these ones out, do those shapes as well, and then we can finally weld them onto this. Yeah, fingers crossed everything goes good.
2 hours later.
We were able to lay a fat bead on the new aluminium. As you can see, here's the welds. I didn't record me welding any of this because I was just too focused. I just wanted to get this finished. But you can have sus. These welds are actually pretty damn decent. I'm very happy with them. You can have a look. It goes all the way around. These ones here are also really, really good. I'm very happy with this. I've also just started making a plate for the top right here, and I'm gonna weld it up now. I'm pretty certain that's spot on. We're so close. 3-day ordeal just for this damn oil pan. Hot damn! Quick little update on the welds. This is probably my best pass I've ever done. Yeah, looking really good. The only issue is that it's sort of like picked up the material and like has pulled it up. You can see that there's like a bigger gap at the bottom here, but that's okay. It's not big enough to the point where we can't fill it up. I'm going to just hammer this out, and yeah, hopefully we can get this gap a little bit smaller. All right, finally, something went in my favor. The welding is done. It's all ready to go. Have sus. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Sorry, the lighting is horrible. Let me bring it around this way. I've just given the whole thing a wash. Made sure to get all the silver bits out, all the aluminium shavings, and look at that. You can see where some of the welds are really good, like up here, from like halfway here, and pretty much all these ones are like pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with these. Here was probably the most difficult part, trying to get the tungsten down deep in there. I actually had to like sort of just go over with no filler and just keep trying to fill the holes with the torch, and I managed to do that on both sides, and I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, not bad at all. What I'm gonna do now is fill it up with some water and just leave it to sit for a few hours, just to make sure that there's absolutely no leaks coming from the places that we've welded, and if there is, I'm gonna yeah, not be very happy. In the meantime, while we're letting that soak in some water, what we're going to do is put the rest of the Barra together. So I need to put all the gaskets on and essentially just tighten everything down and torque everything up. I need to get this all sealed up. The timing case is currently just on there by 1 bolt. So we'll seal everything up and essentially get it ready for transport. Time is 10 o'clock. We're back in the garage. I am in trackies and everything because I literally just came from upstairs, and I'm like, oh, I may as well just try to finish this Barra off as soon as possible. We did test this for leaks and it was all mint. Absolutely no leaks. I filled this up with water for a few hours and then put my finger around the bead and didn't feel any sort of droplets of water, which is absolutely mad. We're now going to seal up the front of the Barra. So I've got the timing case over there, the dowels put in, and we're going to chuck the timing case on. I'm going to get a bead of silicone on there as well and seal this puppy up. Just got some brake cleaner and a rag, and we're just going on the raised surface. Now I did put the water pump on before putting the timing case on, so that's going to make it a bit of a pain in the ass to get this all lined up, but fingers crossed, see how we go. Alright, so I got the valve cover. We're going to put the seals in it now. Nice. Darn thing looking spicy. Just chucking in the PCV gasket now. This one's gonna be a little bit difficult because, oh man, I don't want to scratch the paint. Oh, I think I got it. Sweet. We've just put these sensor gaskets in. I don't know exactly what sensor this is, but chuck them on, bit of lube around there, and it just goes in. And then there's just 4 7mm Bolterinos. Okay. Oh, that's good. Oh my goodness. Oh. Hopefully this this goes on, no trouble. Oh, Jesus. Ah! Oh my God. Come on. Oh. Holy crap. Oh. You could see that last night we went pretty ham in finishing this all off. And I actually went ahead and put the crank pulley on, the tensioner, the pulley, and pretty much everything else on that we needed. I've got the cover on as well with the coil packs in there as well. Shout out to Dominator as well because they've provided me with all the stuff to seal this engine. Michael also went ahead and he also supplied me with some titanium cover bolts. Look at this, it just makes such a big difference. So massive shout out to them. What we're gonna do now is put the engine on the ground on a tire because Tristan's gonna be coming around and we're gonna be transporting this thing to his shop. But yeah, keen as. Say hello, Turbo Tristan. Alright, the Eagle has landed. Have sus. Tristan, have sus.
Freaking came out awesome.
Yeah, it did.
Good
Came out
job on
mad.
the welding, by the way.
Cheers, man. So we finally got the Barra stationed at Tristan's shop. This is where it's going to be for the next, I don't know, however many weeks this takes to get in the car. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, the paint actually looks so much better in the lighting here in your shop. Wow, what the hell? Yeah, wow, yeah, that looks sick. How good's this? Concluding on the OG G7X camera. I finally got time to shave after that massive ordeal. So excuse the horrific facial hair growth throughout that entire process. But finished editing. I want to say a huge thank you to Tristan, of course, for letting this be possible because the man has gone to the effort, of course, letting me use his shop. And I don't think anyone's going to be able to understand as much as I do. It is such a help. It is such a help. He even came and he picked up the engine. We dropped it off. And yeah, we're going to be heading over to his shop heaps to finish off that build. Hopefully in next video, we're actually going to test fit the engine. Crazy, right? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed the process of me learning and failing. I think it's a really important process to get used to if you want to progress in life. Yeah, I guess that's my message to you guys, that failing is learning. Don't forget that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. I will see you, that's right, you, in the next one. Hopefully, subscribe. See you later. Darn thing is looking spicy. Darn thing looking spicy. Darn thing looking spicy.